What's up, everybody? We're back at Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch, and this place is nuts. He's done so much work, and I'm excited to see what's going on now.
We got a lot to show you, and yeah, we can go check out the ranch.
Let's check it out. Wouldn't be a ranch if there wasn't a big ass cow, some goats, some chickens, and some emus.
There you are.
So let's go feed the emus. I love these things. They're like the funniest little, well, not little, but
so the white one right there that's coming up, that's the female, and the one behind her is the male. They're very, very curious little guys. I think they obviously have a really, really small brain, but it's like a giant chicken is what it is.
Well, you gotta roast them, Blake.
Yeah, it's like a giant chicken. The whites are absolutely beautiful. She just became mature, so she's actually laying eggs right now.
Yeah, I saw that egg. Yeah. It's green.
Crazy, crazy eggs. We have some there on the corner we can show you guys.
Last time I came, I feel like these guys were way more like violent eaters.
Probably, yeah. They calm down a little bit. They're chill. I mean, they got those massive feet. It's pretty freaking
Want to feed them?
Yeah. And then once you guys are done feeding them, what I do is I throw it inside of here.
Yeah.
If I not, the goats and everybody will eat it all up.
Right.
They got a serious bite though, like that.
Them?
No, like it's just like that. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
These guys are really intimidating, not gonna lie, but beautiful at the same time.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love the big birds.
Come on, buddy. Want some? Yeah, maybe? No? There you go. I mean, that's my finger. There you go.
Yeah, but all sorts of different assortment animals that all coexist with each other here, the farm animals.
Yeah.
Donkeys, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. They all get along.
He gets a special treat.
Yeah, so all we do is this. We just get this stuff and just dump it in there, and the emus put their heads in there and eat it up. This guy right here, one of my first tortoises, about 15 years old now, had him since a so-called hatchling, size of a quarter, and he is definitely getting real big. He's an absolutely beautiful shell. He's growing non-stop still. He has the growth lines all around him, and he's just an absolute beast. He's probably around 100-something pounds now, and it's crazy to see how big these guys get.
How old is this one?
He's about 15.
15 years old. So when you guys buy these guys, they're about this big, and in 15 years, well, it doesn't take 15 years for them to get this big, but this is the third largest species of tortoise in the world, and I mean, this is crazy. Like, there's a tortoise attacking her right there.
That's Rocky. I have names for all the males. The females don't have names for. That's Jerry, Rocky, Smiley, and Max.
And he's the biggest one?
Yeah, he's the biggest one. But the most dominant one in here is Max. Max is the troublemaker here.
I saw him ram another one in your TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a troublemaker.
This one's about to ram me.
Yeah, but a lot of people, not mistreat these guys, but a lot of people say that you shouldn't have these as pets. But I think if you can have a dog, you can have a tortoise. It doesn't bark, set it up correctly, you're good.
Yeah, and I mean, like, as long as you're a responsible owner, and have the adequate space for them, why not?
There's a lot of ways to get away from digging and all different sorts of things with these guys that is easy with them. Everyone hates them because they say that they dig and they get away.
So what do you do to prevent that?
What do I do to prevent these things? So to be honest, you get a big giant horse mat, thick black horse mats, put that on the bottom of their enclosure where they like to, their house where they like to sleep. Yeah. And they can't dig. It's a simple, or you can put stepping stones. Yeah. And that's it, or cement, and that's it. That's mostly the spot they're gonna dig. Males really don't dig. For other places, probably like you guys, you have like the sugar sand. Yeah. So they can dig a little bit easier. But as long as the spots that you know where they're going to dig, you make that their house, and then they just like that spot.
Yeah, I seen McCarthy use the big boulders.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Over here, I have all limestone, so it's really hard for them to dig. So that's definitely an advantage here. But they do get there sometimes. The females dig obviously for eggs, but
this guy's smelling my feet.
Oh yeah.
You want to eat some?
They're very, very, very social animals. You'd be surprised. They come right up where I spend that.
Yeah, I mean, as we've been sitting here, there's like all these tortoises coming up.
It's the freaking eat, I can tell you that much. They get greens 2 to 3 times a week, and then they get squares of hay every day, and they eat it up. That's what you see. When you have a whole herd of them, there's not going to be grass because they are grazers, not browsers. That's Max.
Literally, look at all these tortoises, giant tortoises surrounding them.
And they can move fast. Look at Jerry heading to the shade.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. Too many people now. Pretty freaking awesome to watch these guys just do their thing.
This is awesome, man.
Definitely probably one of my favorite species of tortoises, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh,
see, that's Max. Max is a pain in the butt.
This is Max right here?
Yep. It came out just to fight.
How heavy is Max? Oh my god.
Squat him real quick.
Right?
He's not too bad.
No, he's not. So this is a Galapagos tortoise. Obviously, they need no introduction. They're the biggest tortoise in the world. And this one, how old is this one, Blake?
Just about 3 years old, almost 4 now.
This thing is gonna be a dinosaur one day.
Yeah. I have a big feeling it's actually a female.
Yeah.
So she'll probably get around 300 pounds, 400 pounds.
Oh my God.
But obviously wouldn't be able to breed them until they're about like 18 years old.
It's a long-term breeding project, you know?
Yeah.
This is one of the rarest animals you have here for sure, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Well, compared to
Tortoises,
some
yeah.
tortoises, yeah, I have
Yeah,
some
of
definitely rare
course.
tortoises.
It's crazy. Take a look at that, man.
One of the only animals I actually accepted as a donation was given to me, and I actually was holding it in my hand in an egg. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And they gave it to me.
Who, Jason Abelski?
Yeah. When the barn fire happened, he gave me a baby Galap.
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
So I know how
that
old
was
he
the
is
first
from the
time I
baby.
met you when I came over here to do the video
Yep.
on the barn fire. That's wild.
Definitely came around and did some crazy stuff here.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm speechless. Every
Yeah.
time I come here, I told them, like, every time I
Crazy.
come here, it's like a whole new project, like.
Well, you got your property
working-
now too, so you got.
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna
I
be
am
epic.
building an aviary, bro. I'll
Yeah.
leave that up to you. But
It's
yeah,
different.
man, dude, honestly, for real, like, this is amazing. Like, you've
Thank
done
you.
some crazy and incredible work here, bro. For
Well,
real.
you always have more. So if you want to go to the back, we can go check out some tortoises. Just let me know.
Let's check out the radiated
Let's do
before
it.
we leave. So these are radiated tortoises. They come from Madagascar. These are actually my favorite species of tortoises.
Yeah.
They're just so badass looking. The shell is like a work of art, you know?
They're definitely
I mean,
very
beautiful.
epic. There's a nice cute group here of all unrelated animals, all different colors and stuff, but really, really, really awesome. They're considered one of the most beautiful tortoises in the
Yeah, I
world.
was gonna say they gotta be one of the most high pattern, high colored tortoises in existence.
And it's natural. It's art. It's like
Yeah.
it's not made, not a hybrid, anything. Just
Yep.
Mother Nature right here.
Yeah, and
they
some
say.
you can see some have higher like
more
black,
darks.
some have more white. They're just beautiful. And these guys don't get too big. A little bit bigger than like a redfoot, right?
Yeah, I always say probably about the size of a steering wheel.
Okay.
Full size, like really big as that. It's full size. But it's pretty cool watching them because some of them are more rounded, some are more little like oval looking. Pretty cool. I really like the ones with the yellow heads. Those are my favorites.
Yeah. You see?
See how it's
Yeah, that's really pretty. And you can see Blake for the enclosure here. He has mulch on this side. He has a lot of like areas for them to climb and get their exercise. And this is actually on a slope, and there's sand over here. If you look over here.
So yeah, I like to put the cypress and the sand and all that stuff. Sand is more dry area, so if they want to be in a more of a substrate for more dry air, it's better. And then over here, when the rain does come in, it's really, really humid over here. But they actually, most of the time, stay on that side. So they actually do like the humidity a lot more.
Okay.
And they just chill over there.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
But they've been outside since they were hatchlings, and they do absolutely great. I mean, they get the natural sunlight. If you live in Florida, you have that advantage to have your animals outdoors for a reason. That's why we live in Florida, for that reason.
Exactly. Like, there's literally nothing that can replace natural UV and heat. So,
Yep.
there you go.
So the main reason why Tiki and them came here is because we need to tell you guys something really, really important that's happening in the United States. So they're gonna take it off and listen up.
Yeah, so unfortunately, these past couple of days, there has been a new bill introduced to the White House. It's called the America Competes Act, which it's fine. We don't have a problem with that. They're basically trying to stimulate the economy because of COVID and all these things. But with that America Competes Act is another bill that they paperclipped in that, and it's called the Lacy Act. This Lacy Act would prevent basically anything that's not a dog, cat, or a farm animal, like a traditional farm animal, not an emu.
Yeah.
It would prevent them from being transported across state lines. And if you know anything about us, you know we absolutely love all these animals, and a lot of these animals you can't just get inside the state of Florida. You have to get from all the other states, because somebody might be working with a particular species in Wisconsin or in California, and if you can't get it to you, then you know it's slowly starting to cut off what our dreams are to be able to work with these animals. If we can't, our business is to ship animals and sell reptiles. If we can't ship them out of state, it's gonna eventually kill all of our businesses.
Yeah, and what this bill actually does is it creates a white list. Now, before in the past, FWS, FWC, what they would do is create blacklists. So basically tell you what animals you can't have specifically. What this is a white list, which is much worse, which means it tells you exactly what you can have. Yeah. Like David was saying, dog, cats, and traditional livestock would be the only things allowed to be transported between state lines. That's everything. Everything in here that you just saw.
Exactly. So things that they don't even know about, they would ban because they're not going to put it on the white list. Like these, like gray-winged trumpeters,
yeah.
you know? Like, you think they have, FWS has any idea of what this is?
No.
So they're not going to put it on the white list, and it's automatically going to be banned from being transported across state lines. So you'll never be able to get another one of these if these die off. It's absolutely insane, and this is a way that they start to kind of cut our legs off for the pet industry, because they're after, you know, all these small mammals. A lot of people don't want people to own reptiles or ferrets or exotic birds. They think they should be kept only in the wild. But if you see, you know, Blake's big enclosure here, they're more than taken care of. Like, these animals are perfectly happy, perfectly healthy, and some people don't think we should own them in captivity.
The whole reason why I have the ranch is literally making like a Noah's Ark. People can make things like this, and that's the reason why I do these things, to show people that they can do this as well. The wild is disappearing. I've been to the wild and seeing stuff. Everything is getting cut down out there. There's so many people going to different parts of the wild and everything, and they're taking the animals home. So there ain't places like us that have these animals in captivity. There's not going to be anything left. All we're going to see them is in books and museums, and that's not how we want to see things in the future at all. We want to see these things moving and alive. We don't want them to be like dinosaurs one day.
And just to be clear, this doesn't just affect the private sector like us, you know, private keepers. This affects zoos, aquariums, you know, any big research facilities. They won't be able to transport animals and swap bloodlines. So eventually the species will die off, which is, you know, pretty scary, considering a lot of these animals are endangered in the wild, and we have them in captivity, and we're able to breed them in captivity. But if we can't swap bloodlines and we can't keep them alive in captivity, they're eventually just going to go extinct.
Yeah, this also affects the pet owners as well. So example, Blake, if you ever wanted to move, which I don't suggest, because all the stuff you have,
it'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, it'd be a nightmare. If you decided to go to another state, you can't bring any of this stuff with you.
Yeah, so I have to get rid of everything. Well, everything has to stay here, or they would probably try to humanely euthanize them, because you're not allowed to. Yeah, humanely euthanize them.
Just so you guys know, in Florida, there's other laws that ban now the tegus and the green iguanas. I personally had to get rid of all my pets. There weren't even breeders anymore. They were just pets that I raised from little hatchlings. I had to get rid of all of them, because if I didn't, they would be euthanized. So it breaks my heart that, like, my son will never get to see what a green iguana is, will never get to handle one, because of these crazy, like, extreme laws.
They're trying to control people too much, and that needs to pretty much, unfortunately, stop. Like, we live in USA for a reason.
Exactly.
We need to be able to do what we want, as long as we're doing it the right way, and they shouldn't be able to ban everything in that way. So definitely go to this place right here.
Yeah, USARK. USARK has all the information that you could do to, you know, help stop this. But what you could do, basically, we'll put it in your description as well, is all you got to do is send an email to your senator in your state, or give them a call. Let them know you oppose this, like, new law and legislation, and let them know that, you know, this is going to affect a lot of people. It's going to affect the economy. This is going to affect our freedom and our rights, and we do not want this thing to pass. All you got to do is give them a quick call. Be respectful. You know, a lot of these people are signing bills that they don't even know about. So just make sure that this is just, you know, you're respectful to them, but we oppose this thing heavily.
Yeah, just to be clear, we don't oppose the America Competes Act itself. It's just this little segment that they snuck in over a 3,000-page bill, where, like I were mentioning before, it bans just interstate travel of all of these animals.
Yeah.
So that's one we want to be very important, because the American Competes Act can be very important. This little section that FWS is trying to sink in is what we oppose.
Definitely crazy.
All right, guys, that wraps up another video. If you liked all of Blake's animals, make sure you give him a follow, and make sure you stay up to date with what's going on with the Lacy Act. Check out the description below to see what you could do to help us keep our business and keep breeding and doing what we love with these animals.
Correct, 100%.
You got anything you want to plug in?
No, appreciate you guys coming by. Welcome whenever you want, and it's always different things here.
I'm gonna take this home, okay?
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Right.
Yo, please make sure you support USARK in our fight to keep all of our animals. And if you like the content, make sure you subscribe and follow us on all our other social medias. We got Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, everything under the social media banner. So make sure you follow us, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you.